What's going on, Dutch Nation? Brant Boersma here with Parade of Lights, and I'm going to try my best to get the names right. We got Ryan,
Yes.
Randy, Michelle, and Anthony.
Correct.
Nailed it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, before we dive into anything, I know that everybody wants to know, how do you guys take your coffee?
I usually will just do 6 shots and just a little half and half. And you do.
Same thing, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much same
Just
thing.
as strong as possible.
You just need it.
And then,
Hardcore. I always go for the dessert drinks,
Oh, yeah.
sweeteners, all that stuff.
Have you tried an Annihilator yet?
Yes,
what
I
she
did.
had today.
It was
Was it
amazing.
so good? It's
It was
like drinking a
awesome.
cloud.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Just black.
Just black?
Yeah.
So, okay, now, you guys are based out of LA, right? But where are you guys from, actually, individually here?
I'm from Long Beach, which is like a little bit south of LA. It's like 20 minutes south. But it's pretty much in that same vicinity.
I live in Redding,
Oh, yeah.
NorCal.
Shredding.
NorCal.
The Dutch Bros, they call it shredding.
Shredding,
Shredding.
yeah.
Shredding.
That's
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
shredding. Right on.
I grew up kind of near Orange County. It's a small city called Chino Hills, and
Okay.
kind of close to that.
I actually live in Vegas right now, so commute back and forth.
But you were born in?
Give it away.
The Philippines?
I think that's what we were hinting towards.
I feel like that's really interesting, though. Like, it's rare that you
Well,
meet
Navy brat, so
people.
came here when I was 6. My dad was in the Navy.
Well, how did all you guys meet?
Oh, man. You're
start-
better at kicking it off.
Let's change it up, right?
Okay, all
Let's-
right. Just gonna sob. In like 2006, actually, we met, and I met Anthony through a mutual friend, and yeah, we just kind of we started jamming a little bit, right? And then we started a band called Polis with Randy as well, and we were playing some shows in the LA area, just locally and stuff, and we were opening for this band called Built to Spill. And we were playing at the Troubadour, and it was sold out. It was awesome. And in the middle of the second song, I dislocated my knee. So like my patella like went whack and just wrapped around the back of my leg, which was a.
Were you just jumping around or something?
No, not at all. It was just happenstance. It just kind of wrong position. And anyway, that put us on hold for a little bit, and pick it up.
Yeah, and then we took like touring gigs, to kind of pay the bills, like us 3. Ryan and I were in Australia playing a festival called Soundwave. And I remember we saw 9 Inch Nails and we were just like, we need to do a band again. So about 2011, we came back home, reconnected with Randy, and then we were stalking Michelle for a while. And
Yeah, I saw her playing a show, and I was like, oh, she's awesome. I was like, I'm gonna find her on Facebook because of
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Facebook stalking. And I found her, and I was like, hey, do you want to play in this band? And she's like, no, you're an idiot.
That's not what happened.
Denied.
No,
Friend
but she's like, no,
request
she was committed to her project at the time, which made us want her to play even more because obviously she was serious about it. So after a bit of pestering,
I kept tabs on them.
yeah. After a bit of pestering, eventually in like 2013, she ended up diving in.
Sweet.
And our first show was opening for Fits and the Tantrums, which was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
really?
In LA, yeah.
What else were you guys doing while you were kind of just, I mean, you said to pay the bills, you were kind of touring around stuff, but and playing gigs, but what else, what are some other odd jobs you guys have done?
Oh, man. I worked retail forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I worked like every retail name
This
you
guy
could think
can
of.
fold.
Yeah. Fold like a master.
I worked, I served, and then also like serving as a waitress, and then I worked in a pediatric dental office with kids, screaming kids.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. That's great. But you had some odd jobs.
yeah, well, I was a baggage handler for United Airlines in high school.
That's awesome.
I was called the TOB runner, transfer online baggage, if you guys don't know. So I'm the guy, if you guys are late, right? Like, TOB runner! And like, I can stop planes. I have the codes, I just go. And then the jet will stop. The jet will stop, they'll turn off the engines, and then I go in there, I open the, it's a guppy, a 737, open up, throw the bags, and then I can see the people like, yeah, because it's their bag.
Yeah.
And then I go, and then I tell, okay, go that way, and then the jet will go. So
You're the difference
Why would you
between your bag
ever
not
stop
arriving.
doing that?
Are you allowed to tell us the codes?
yeah.
Yeah, now everybody
Yeah,
can
is that
stop
legal?
a plane now.
We're going to go out on the
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the
airport.
tarmac and just start stopping
Everyone
planes.
stop.
But yeah, how about you, right?
My weirdest, well, not weirdest job, but the oddest job I ever had was teaching swimming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I taught swimming for like 6 years, 5 or 6 years at this just private swim school. I did that
Were
for a
you
long
but
time.
like did you do
I
swimming in
swam
high
in
school or
like
something?
college and
in
high
college
school.
level.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like not
Michael
super
Phelps
serious.
style.
I swam for like a year in college until I dropped out and started working on a band.
Swimming is weird when you sweat while you're swimming. It's like, what
It's
in
just
the
you get
world?
out and it's almost like you just took a shower and worked out. You're multitasking.
Yeah, it is. It's
That's why I like it.
so. So you guys have been kind of together since 2013.
Yeah.
Like LA obviously is a big place. How do you make your sound heard amongst so much noise?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, like, you know, we were just a local band and all that, and we wrote an EP, and the song "We're the Kids," our manager at the time just sent it to Jeff Regan at Alt Nation, and you know, with no backing, no label or anything, like he just started to play it, which was really cool for us. So that was our break. Then we signed with Astleworks like literally a week after put out. We were in Nashville. That's where we recorded our album because we were doing Bonnaroo and all these festivals and we couldn't cancel on the festival. So you know what? Let's hole up in Nashville. And lo and behold, it's awesome. Like we didn't know. We thought it was, you know, like old school country bumpkin, but it's very progressive, hipster, and like we loved it. So, you know, Feeling Electric, our single, like we just had this idea where we wanted a gospel choir, you know? So literally those girls that are singing sang in the church down the street, you know? So it's very authentic.
Well, going on tour and like traveling around and stuff, it's pretty draining, I imagine. What do you guys do to like kind of refuel?
Drink a lot of coffee.
6 shots flat.
Yeah.
It's just touring's odd because from the outside it looks glamorous and it looks like a blast, which it can be, but it's literally 23 hours of doing nothing, or 22 hours of doing nothing, an hour or two of just serious loading and like, you know, setting stuff up and then playing for a half hour, 40 minutes, and that's it. So it's a lot of like just keeping yourself busy and entertained and inspired while we're out there. It can be exhausting.
Do you guys have any hobbies outside of music?
I like photography. I shoot a lot of photos.
I like
and
these weird cameras.
Like all these. I'm jealous.
I work on motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah, I'm working on a rebuild right now. I tinker. Amateur hour, but learning.
He says that, but he's down there on the hog just.
He has power tools and
Yeah,
everything.
he's
It's like,
he's
you
got a
gotta
big
start
compressor.
documenting that, Randy.
I know I need to.
I like fashion. I've assisted on some shoots lately,
Oh, cool.
which is really cool. I like that.
I do just a lot of graphic design. I went to Academy of Art in San Francisco, so I mean that's, you know, we do all our. Ryan takes a lot of great photos and, you know, like layout, and the guys, we do our own social media, so we try to do everything ourselves.
Yeah, it's cool because it allows us to just have a more cohesive look and vision.
Yeah.
Like we can fully realize the idea that's in our head because we're capable of executing all the tasks. I mean, I'm just always shooting photos, and I'll just send a ton of photos to Ant so he has ammo to like lay stuff out, create flyers, video, and all that stuff. You know.
Yeah, I love typography, so like I could see a photo and like, that's gonna lay out really well. You know, it's just type. Like I love Bauhaus, just clean curves and just simple. Like we listen to this ambient artist, Tycho, and he's been around for a while, but the guy used to be a creative director at Adobe for 10 years, picked up a guitar and like he's been doing music. So the marriage between music and design are very close.
I imagine that as a band, you guys have some goals, but also, I mean, as a band, I'd like to hear what kind of goals you guys have, but also individually, like what kind of aspirations and dreams that you guys have that may be outside of music, or that may be someday, you know, you want to be a grandpa or a grandma or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the first time we've ever been asked a question like that in an interview. It's refreshing. For me personally, I mean, it is nice to like have the music resonate with people and affect people and maybe affect change in a way that makes their lives better. But for me personally, yeah, I would love to eventually, you know, whilst living off music, have a family and, you know, nice little house, wife, kids, all that. The dream, you know. I could see myself doing that.
It's not bad. I've got 3 daughters myself.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
my
awesome.
oldest is 12, so it's crazy. It goes by really fast.
Oh man.
But what about you, Randy?
I don't know. I think it's the same kind of thing. Just, fall into that adult man role, get a house, want to live in the woods,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
hang
Yeah,
out,
that's Randy.
hang out with my dogs and just tinker on machines and play bass
Yep.
really loud.
In between tours, he goes MIA. We
Yeah,
can't,
I
we
Really?
can't find him. Yeah.
I go off grid.
What do you do when you go off the grid?
Goes to the woods.
I go to the woods. I live in Reading, so I'm just like home, and they're down south, and I spend time in the garage, practice music, learning music. I don't know, just do whatever. I got a dog I spend a lot of time with.
kind of dog
She's my
is it?
girlfriend. She's just a little border terrier, Penny. She's the love of my life. I don't know. What about you?
I just want to not be afraid of doing anything, going headfirst into any decision I make.
What if it's a bad one, though?
I'll learn from it. Because when I joined the band, I was in school. I was going to be a nurse. I had 1 year left.
Oh, yeah.
And I dropped everything because it was like the first time I really did something that I wanted to do and put everything into it. So just want to keep that going. Yeah, be happy that way.
Personally, like, I think kids. I think I could have kids.
Yeah.
I'm Uncle Anthony.
You'd be a good
but
dad.
yeah, I get it. Like the whole father thing, because my best friend Jeff, he has 2 girls, 9 and 4, Emma and Claire, and they sent me a video the other day. It's like, Uncle Anthony, like, I love you, I miss you. You know, our mornings are gonna be different without you, because I'm gone for a little bit, and like that touched me. You know, like that father switch that people
Right.
talk about. So I think I could.
I'm
do
right
that.
there with you.
You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like.
That's like that. To me, I feel like family and relationships and being around people that you love who love and respect you and appreciate you for who you are as opposed to what you can do for them. I feel like surrounding yourself with those types of people is the most important thing in life.
Yeah.
Like money doesn't matter, attention doesn't matter. It's all about building that close-knit association of people that you love and you can't live without.
And that's why our music reflects that too. You know, it's you can hear it. It has a hopeful message. You know,
Even when we're down, it's still like
Yeah.
if we're going through stuff.
undefeatable. Like, you know, the guys were tinkering. Ryan and I were going to Nashville to Murfreesboro. He sang the melody, and then I'm not a lyric guy. I listen to melody first, and then if the melody is good, I'll listen to the lyrics. But that song, the lyrics grabbed me, you know, because it could be about someone, a soldier. It could be about a mother that has 3 jobs, and I cried. And so, like, that's our vibe, you know. It's like reality. Like,
Heart
Life.
on the sleeve, man.
yeah.
Something special about having like your own little community of people that you're doing life with, you know?
Absolutely.
Kind of seems like you guys are probably doing that together right now,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It's your crew.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
We've been through a lot over the last 3 years, but, you know, we're still together.
Over the last 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Well, getting to where you guys are at today took a lot of, probably a lot of effort and probably a lot of mistakes along the way and stuff. So, what would you say to somebody that is pursuing, maybe it's music or just any kind of passion that they have, to just kind of, I don't know, I mean, continue and endure?
I mean, for me, like, there's just, you have to make a lot of sacrifices as far as social life goes, financially. It's just, you have to be willing to, like, really slug it out. But if it's worth it to you, you can succeed at it, and you have to just dedicate 110% to it, which is what we've all done. It's been up and down, but it's just a matter of sticking to it. You have to be persistent and, you know, determined.
Find things that remind you why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Definitely.
You guys did this interview with Calvin Harris. I watched it on YouTube. I think that was...
Oh, Dylan Francis.
Or Dylan Francis, I'm sorry. And he was talking about blinders. And yeah, like, you gotta have those blinders. I totally agree with what he said, because there's so much competition out there. You know, but...
You mean he just said, like, just do you, basically?
Yeah, you know,
That's
because,
cool.
you know, we'll listen to a track and, you know, and like, oh man, it's so good,
Yeah.
you know, but you just gotta keep
suck.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to. What I've realized is you always have to feel like you can do better. You know what I mean? You have to constantly challenge yourself to the point where you have to strive to make something great. And, like, I feel like if you think it's great and you know it's great and you're like, this is awesome, like I'm done, I did it. Like, what's the point? You know, you have to always challenge yourself. It's very important. So whether that be in music, always listening to other artists that you think are great and just appreciating what you're doing.
What Ryan said, it holds true. It's like, when you do something you like, you will always excel in it, right?
Well, we appreciate you guys coming out. We're
Thank you for
excited
having
for the
us.
show tonight.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So thank you for
We're
coming on the
excited.
Red Couch and taking some time with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dutch Nation, hope you got everything you wanted from Parade of Lights, and we hope to see you here tonight. We're going to be having a bitchin' time on the dance floor. So, see you then. Take care, Dutch Nation.